This is your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Wednesday, August 21. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. As of September 1, airline passengers will no longer have to fill out ED forms before landing at the Grantley Adams International Airport. That's because government has taken the decision to make the full transition from paper landing forms to digital using 48 kiosks at the airport. This morning, Home Affairs Minister Edmund Hinkson revealed that the kiosk system has been tested for almost a year and it has been fine-tuned to ensure that the passenger information gathering system meets all the markers for customs, immigration and statistical services.
We had 16 at first, then we got an additional 32 a couple months ago. They were installed last month. All of them are functioning very efficiently. It is not a state of perfection. Obviously, you know, one or two can malfunction at some time, and we have backups for that redundancy in terms of saving the information and backup computerization. So all of this is part, of course, of ease of doing business, making it easier to do business in Barbados.
Repeated cries from the island's farmers for the government to provide relief from high water rates have not fallen on deaf ears. Farmers have been complaining that the increased costs that resulted from the addition of the garbage and sewage contribution a year ago have severely impacted their businesses. Agriculture Minister Indawer today assured reporters that his ministry is looking into the matter.
It is a case of consultation with the farmers to make sure that we can then get the Ministry of Finance to understand what this increase in water costs is doing to the farmers, and then reach a reasonable solution between Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Finance and the farmers.
Minister Ware was speaking to journalists after touring the operations of Pine Hill Dairy. He also gave the assurance that the call by dairy farmers for the cess to be placed on milk products to benefit local producers is also being worked on.
And I've already met with the dairy farmers, and we have agreed in principle that we will bring back the legislation to address the issues where there will be an arrangement for products that fall under the milk category to all be under the same category and carrying the same type of cess or duty.
Government is anxious to roll out a new program to ensure the island's youth can get a valuable job experience. It's called Job Starts Plus, which will give youth between the ages of 16 and 24 real work experience for 1 year. Labour Minister Colin Jordan told reporters government will be enlisting the support of businesses and even entrepreneurs to get the program up and running by January next year.
The Job Start Plus, which is the National First Jobs Program, is designed to provide young people, as I indicated, with the job skills, but also some other skills, citizenship skills, emotional intelligence skills, a number of other skills that allows them to get into the job market, allows them to be employable and to be attractive employees because of the preparation that is provided for them using Job Start Plus. Now, Job Start Plus will depend on a partnership with businesses, large, medium, and small. It depends on a partnership with tradespeople. So, for example, within the next week, you will be hearing a call for engagement with plumbers, electricians, carpenters, joiners, masons, cosmetologists as well, and mechanics and auto body repair people.
Senators today debated amendments to the Electric Light and Power Act. Opposition Senator Crystal Drakes was among counterparts endorsing the bill. She said it will help the island to save a valuable foreign exchange and reduce its dependence on fossil fuel.
At present, what we're doing is using 10,000 barrels of oil a day. 9,000 of those are imported into this country, which means that we clearly have a problem as it relates to our foreign exchange and being able to afford fuel coming into the country. And we're also at the mercy of the international market and the pricing of oil as it relates to energy generation in Barbados. Total imported goods, sir, in 2018 were $2.9 billion. And of that, $712 million went to fuel alone. That is 25% of our total imports, Mr. President. That, along with food, are our two largest import categories for Barbados. And sir, if we were to move towards renewables, we have the opportunity, as I said, to save foreign exchange and to reduce the inflation volatility that goes along with the movement of oil prices on the world market.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now, it's a major feat. Amid challenges, the Guyana Society for the Blind has secured a record-breaking 95% pass rate at this year's CSEC examinations. Tamika Rodney of HGP TV News has the details in this report.
Top performing student is 18-year-old Faith Green, who attained 1 grade 1, 3 grade 2s, and 2 grade 3s. The aspiring journalist said that her success was not without hard work.
Some of the challenges came from, you have to study a lot, you have to work really hard to get the subjects that you wanted. Sometimes you didn't want to, but you had to force yourself to, because at the end, you made a difference.
She plans to further her studies in communications at the University of Guyana come September. Also among the high achievers at the organization is 37-year-old Omish Jagru, who secured 3 grade 3s and 2 grade 2s.
Very proud to know that I have lost my sight and I can able to do something that I can be proud of. And it makes me feel like if someone is able enough who can do it, it makes me feel that who have a disability, they can do it too. It don't make a difference. As long as you put your mind to it, you can make it.
Jagru lost his sight at the age of 25, but is determined to continue his studies at the University of Guyana.
I don't know if it will be this year or next year, but I want to pursue social works. That is my area. I love to do counseling and these things. I love to advise person.
The other top performers were Rebecca Edingborough and Sachi Haricharand, who obtained grade 2s and 3s. Executive member of the Guyana Society for the Blind, Ganesh Singh, lauded the students' performance. He noted that despite the lack of resources, the organization has managed to impact the lives of students in positive ways.
On the international scene, the Donald Trump administration unveiled a rule that allows officials to detain migrant families indefinitely while judges consider whether to grant them asylum in the United States, abolishing a previous 20-day limit. More in this report from Reuters Television.
The Trump administration is seeking new authority to detain migrant families indefinitely, aiming to terminate a decades-old legal agreement capping the amount of time authorities can detain migrant children. The acting head of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Kevin McAleenan, on Wednesday said that the Trump administration wants to keep families together in custody while judges hear their asylum claims.
The new rule will ensure that children and families in the care of the government are temporarily housed in facilities that are appropriate for their well-being.
The new policy would replace a 1997 federal court settlement known as the Flores Agreement, which governs the detention of migrant children, currently capping the time they can be held to 20 days. The Trump administration has criticized this limit as, quote, catch and release, incentivizing families to bring children to the U.S.
By eliminating the incentive to make the journey to the United States as a family, The new rule will reduce the unprecedented volume of family units that has strained the already limited resources of our department components and put children throughout the region at risk.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.